So I thought I would cook a little bit on this game. I've been playing it now for about a month and actually really enjoying it. It's the low-key experience. And should you play it? Yeah, if you played it before, you probably should. But anyway, I'm just going to go into some detail of what I feel like, and I'll do some gameplay, recent gameplay at the end of this video. So if you like this video, please leave a like. It helps my channel a lot. Thank you very much. Going to be playing more of this. I came back about a month ago, and you cannot. The big question I think is, why did I come back about a month ago? And I'm not too sure. I think I was disappointed with Fontaine, and I haven't explored all of Fontaine, particularly the water bit. But I've done the land area, and the city's nice. But I think I expected more, and so I got a bit bored of that. And I saw on my Steam, because I initially had Tower Fantasy on my Steam.
Ready for redeployment.
And I'd always seen, I think, a screenshot of Tower Fantasy on there. And I played it at launch, really enjoyed it, got to like level 65, this was about a year ago. I played until like the Claudia banner, and I think a lot of my stuff at that point was time-gated, like just the level, like the unlocked chests and things were all time-gated. Kind of sucked, and I was obviously done all the story. And I just stopped playing because I think I'd played for a long time and there was nothing new. Got more into Genshin and been kind of distracted with other stuff since. I have only seen drama about this game. And the main reason I saw this, I thought I'd give it another go, is because I'd heard only really bad things. I'd heard that, you know, this game is dying, this game is, you know, it's dead, it's whatever. And
I used to do anything without precise order.
the drama that I'd seen, particularly with like YouTube videos, I just thought, well, sod it, I'll go and try it. You know, how bad can it be? Downloaded it again. I actually couldn't find my account. I actually thought my account got deleted. I don't know why. And then it turns out that my account wasn't deleted, but it was, I had to like appeal, like where was my account, and then it just appeared on one of my servers. So I don't know. I don't know if I had to sort of question it or if it just appeared. I don't know. But basically I ended up finding it. It wasn't deleted. And everything is as it was. And I've sort of carried on since. I was last in sort of Asperia, if that's how you say it. And so I've had basically so much content to go up with. The story's actually been okay. I actually feel like I got to obviously experience it differently to how a lot of people that have played it a lot. I got to experience it all in one hit, and I would say all in one hit, it was good until the Vera Domain 9 bit felt a little bit rushed. It felt like maybe there could have been more story in Vera, but maybe there is going to be more story in Vera. But basically when I last played, there was only Asperia, basically, that was it. And I had only sort of done brief exploring of the areas, and so I've come back and I've explored all of these areas, learned the puzzles, I've done little things like getting the drop for one of the vehicles you get, which is pretty cool, this thing. It's just a lot of fun. It's actually pretty good to explore around with. Did some of the events and got this bubble in like a racing event that was quite good. There was like a Mia Valorant sort of event. There was shooting. There was a Mia Monopoly event. People kind of complaining about it. There's a cooking one. There's a cooking Halloween event on the minute, but it's kind of mid. But they are trying, which is at least nice. Even if some of them are recycled, the events are pretty good. I don't know. I think it's a bit of a shame it isn't more popular. I said before, I think the advertising isn't good enough. Because I've seen no advertising. The only advertising, as I said, is kind of negative. Doom posting, really, about this game. But no real reason why. I mean, I know negativity can also, you know, get people to play it. That's kind of what happened with me. But I'd already enjoyed the game before, so you didn't really need to do much to pull me back. But
Ready for redeployment.
I generally didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I have. The bit that really stands out to me is the general enemies. I'm kind of sick of, let's say, the generic bad guys you get in Genshin, and they haven't really changed. And you could argue that a lot of the bad guys in this, maybe for some people, haven't changed, but I quite like the diversity. You're defeating like sort of different monsters and things in this world. The story can be better. There are little things that can be better, you know, the gacha and everything else. People know I'm not going to criticize any of that. Overall, I think it's pretty good. From the PC perspective, I've quite enjoyed it. There's a lot of sub-menus. There's little things, like even someone in chat's talking about it. I've seen a lot of return players come back, including myself, where people are sticking around similar to me or not, I don't know. So there's a lot of like hidden. You've got your artificial island where you can make your own resources, like a little side game. I think that was in it before. There's fishing.
anything without precise
I haven't done this fight the landlord. God knows why this dealer and stuff's in it. I can't race yet because I haven't got our car. And then you've got this trapping thing, which is again something you can do with your artificial island. I think stuff like that could be laid out better, to be honest. It's a little bit, I'd rather have some sub menus. I'd like some key bindings for some of these menus so I can just randomly, because it's the same for like say Star Rail and Genshin. I've got key bindings for a lot of the sub menus. And it just helps. It helps navigating a game like this where you've got so many menus and hidden menus. I was initially free to play when I played this, and I'm going to say some sort of biasness now, where I'm always a preferred of, like, say, flame characters in anime games or in anime in general. Flame is, I just dig it so much more. Even if it's not meta, I don't care. Flame is what I dig. And I came back with Hwang on the banner, or Mimi. And my initial team, I was just using, I just had her because I didn't even know what I was doing. I just pulled it for the sake of pulling it, and it was a really good weapon. And you could argue that alone has made me want to carry on playing. I pulled that weapon. It was an insane, it felt an insanely powerful weapon. I enjoyed it. I didn't even look at the character when I pulled the weapon. That's how kind of ignorant I was. I just had some pulls, maybe it was some returning pulls on the banner, and I didn't even look at the banners at the time, and I just it turns out to be a W, so I got quite lucky there, really. But basically now with the current banners, which is why I kind of thought I'll do this video. That's the wrong menu. We got the face banner, and initially a lot of hype about her, but I'm not actually seeing too many people talking about her now. Really weirdly, it's nearly been a full month of her banner, and the first week people talked about it, but afterwards not so much. I think people came to the conclusion she's a bit of a support. She's like a flame DPS support. I think the character's fantastic, but I haven't pulled for her. You can see I've only done like 11 in my entire time. Some of that was some cope halfway through. I've had some pretty serious luck though. I managed to get like Fenrir and get Hwang to A1. I got Fenrir, just one copy of Fenrir. And then I just came to the conclusion I got A1 LAN, and I was really thinking about it. And the future of, basically, you kind of want to choose like one element in this game. They're bringing in dual elements. So I believe there's like physical flame. People are rumoring about other elements that might get introduced as a dual element, but I'm not going to talk about that. I don't know. And so I really thought, and basically Lan is probably one of my favorite characters, kits-wise, and I really liked her introduction into the story. Probably one of the best bits of the story. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was really good. Still a really good cutscene. I think there's even a trailer of it on YouTube somewhere if you just want to see that. But really enjoyed her kit. So I looked into it, I was like, well, maybe I should take Flame more seriously because I like Huma as well. And I don't know. I just preferred the whole flame thing. And I felt like basically one of the teams that I'd seen that was recommended, you can have Lan, Lihuo, I don't. I'm going to butcher these names, so I do apologize. But you could pair with the Pine Comet here. And so I ended up pulling for that. And this was just, I've done my exploring. I ended up doing quite a bit of Vera. I've done like pretty much all of the Confounding Abyss. And so a lot of the pulls I got, well, I got the daily login, but a lot of them were just from exploring these areas. Like I spent almost a week probably exploring this Confounding Abyss, and now I'm at 88%. And you get a lot here, but this area alone, the amount of points here is almost like there's as much as in a double area of a map. So there's quite a lot to get here. And I enjoyed it, to be honest. I said it previously, I saw a lot of players roaming this area, and even now I'm sure there's people running around there. But basically I ended up using that, and I definitely wasn't free to play when I came back because of this flame banner and what I wanted. And I got a vision after about probably 2 weeks of what I wanted to do, and then into this banner. So that's where I ended up getting A1 Lihua, and I've really enjoyed having a Lihua, Mimi, and Lan as A1. That was really cool. And I managed to snipe 2-piece matrices. I thought this would be really bait, right? And I don't know if I've just gotten lucky. I might have done. I've been standing in a spot that might be lucky. What's the best way to show this? I didn't get Mimi's matrices because I felt they were too specific for her. And I didn't really have the stuff to do it even. I didn't really think about it. Lan was who I first got, and I got 2 matrices for her. And I was just pairing it with a crow. I basically got them back to back within about 10 pulls. I was really, really happy with that. Considered that a big W. Got one day, and then I woke up the next day, and then I got one later that morning. That was pretty good. And then I basically did the same thing with Liqua. I ended up having enough flame gold to buy her box, and I sniped 1 matrice. And I also lost on, I think, on the pity on it, and I got a king. So I bought the other king with, again, chips that I had from like the other banner, the other just main gold matrice banner. So that worked out, made a set for that. What then happened? What did I do after that? Did I get A1? Did I snipe A1 for Lee? Well, I think I did. I did that. Slowly got some random lucky pieces of like... It's on my Fenrir. I got a random like Samir piece, and I got a random crow piece like thrown at me, whether it was from a gacha. Cleared out the Samir gacha. And I got these 2 crow pieces, I think. I crafted this top one from my artificial island, and I think this one came from a drop from something. I can't even remember what it was, but it was from a drop, so that was cool. My cocoa, I've had a cocoa piece drop, and I've also got another one, but I'm just using this frostbot if I need a healer. Not really using the king, not really using ruby or cobalt as much now, although I'd still like to build ruby and cobalt. I'd still like to build it just in the background as an off thing. Got my Shiro pieces, and I might have one random one. What did the Annabella? Annabella's recent. I will talk about that. Huma, I initially had 2 Huma pieces, and I paired it with 2 Shiro. I've had that for ages. I've had way more constellations. For some reason, on the main gold banner, I would consider myself quite lucky. I've had 2 Coco. Well, I've obviously had 3 Coco, but coming back, I had 2 Coco, and I've had, I guess, looking at this, probably like 4 Crow and 4 Huma. I got 1 Cobalt, and I got 1 Ruby, and I got 3 King, because I didn't have a King coming back. But that's it, and that's actually kind of helped me. That's kind of, out of all the choices it could have been, that's at least characters I'm using. Particularly Huma, I do like Huma. A bit biased in that, but anyway, so I basically ran with this team for a good time, and I've really enjoyed it. And coming to the end of the banner now, I still wanted Annabella, and I couldn't really sort of justify, and I just basically just kept off pulling on her. And I managed to snipe her on. I won the 50-50 on the last 50-50 on the banner on the last pity bit, so I was quite happy with that. And then I had enough flame gold to buy one of her matrices, the matrice box, sorry, with 50 flame gold. And then with that 50 flame gold, I managed to snipe another piece off of her matrice banner, and I basically made the two-piece Annabella set, and I just put my spare, which was on land, my spare crow set on her, and that's working really nicely. Now, I have spent generally the first top-up, so I've had nearly a month of the login, I've got another month on there. Haven't had any of the daily supply stuff, haven't had any of that. But I have had pretty much all of these apart from this final box. And doing that helped because you can come in here, and I think for, let's say, the Annabella Matrice, I bought this 10-pack. And for, say, some of the land pieces or whatever, I need the Liqua pieces to get the pity. I think I got some of these with the 980, but overall, I'm quite happy with it. It's definitely low spend by any means. I'm not going to go over that, and I think I've been quite lucky. We have another person joining me. So with that, I'll probably just leave to some gameplay, really. I've really enjoyed it. I'm going to carry on playing it. If it was a novice, I've been doing sort of Fortitude. I've got this set I'm working on in a minute, which is all about... I'm actually changing this, so this is all on HP. And this is going to be... This stats are going to be messed up because we're in Jolt field. My Volt attack's usually about 11k, and my HP is usually about 800k, not 900k. So the rest of it's generally as it is on this. I've taken off the crit rate pieces to give myself more HP, just to tank more. But then I've got like an attack set that I've been working on a flame attack set, so it's got a lot of flame attack. And now in the back pocket, I'm trying to work on an electric set as well, but just as like a backup. But generally been really pleased with this team overall. This is probably some of my favorite. I've been using this quite a lot with Annabella. Seems perfectly fine with no constellations. And I don't use the cross snipe really in some of the fights, but you can see how it's useful. And if I might try and get her A1, but I think the banner ends in 2 days, so yeah, that's that really. This is like a healing set I've been using again if you need to like do Origin of War or something. It kind of works quite well for me. In general, just good damage set with Mimi, and again, Pine Comet kind of gets a buff, and I think Lan gets a buff now as well. With her matrix set, because you've got the off volt piece, so that kind of works. And then I've just got this random Cope Fenrir electric team at the bottom, which I might randomly use. But this has been quite long, but it's been good to try and fit everything into like a video like this. I don't know, I just thought I'd blabber, and then I'll put some gameplay at the end here of some of my recent stuff. So again, if you've watched this and you listen to this, I appreciate it. It means a lot. Thank you very much. If you've enjoyed, please subscribe, and please leave a like, and thank you for watching.
I'll leave it in your hands. Bodyguard service. Hold the line.
Oh, you're joking. It still killed me. How? I'm not to be like that guy, but how is not one of the guys got like a healing setup? Maybe they can just tank it.
Get demolished. Catering service.
Where's the chest? Oh. 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 I have to.
Reporting in. Supplies discovered.